It's an old story. In the summer of 1998, when I was 8, I went to a distant relative's rural home. It was a small mountain village adjacent to the Gifu prefecture. Within that village, a stream flowed. Upstream, it was a clean river suitable for fishing, and downstream, a pond with a depth of about 2 meters had formed. The local children often played there. On that day, we played in the pond from morning till noon, and then went for another round of water play in the afternoon. Everyone jumped into the water from the rocks, playing with enthusiasm. Since my younger brother found playing in deep water difficult, I had to play with him in the shallow water downstream. Every time the children jumped in, the vivid sounds of water and cheers made me envious. Suddenly, as I turned my gaze, I saw it. There was a strange child in the water. Far from the other children, only the head was poking out. Although we just came from the city, I knew everyone's faces after playing together every day. But I had no memory of the strange child with short hair. The child suddenly started swimming towards us. Rather than swimming, it was a peculiar, eerie movement as if a beach ball were floating towards us. My younger brother, who followed my gaze, also saw the child and, frightened, hid behind me. We retreated to the edge of the pond, scared. The child, with a strange appearance like a frog with only its face sticking out of the water, was lying in the shallow stream where we had been just a moment ago. With pale skin and seemingly wearing nothing, it was impossible to tell if it was a boy or a girl. Suddenly, the local legends of a water ghost came to mind. Unlike the commonly known Japanese water spirit called kappa, this water ghost was said to stick its head out of the water and hunt for prey, as my grandfather had once told me. With round fish-like eyes that never blinked, the creature spoke to us. "Hey, let's play," it said. Sorry, we're going home now." Feeling a bit scared, I firmly replied, shouting to our friends upstream that we were leaving. Then my brother and I went to the river near our relative's house to catch crayfish. After catching a big one, my excited younger brother and I returned home. While having dinner, Hiroshi's father from the next door came by, in a state of panic. "Hiroshi hasn't come home yet," he said. Hiroshi was the friend we played with at the pond where we saw the creature. Hiroshi's father seemed to have come to our house because we had spent the whole day playing together, hoping someone might know where his son might be. "Our kids came back around 3 and went out again to catch crayfish together," our mother said. "Is that so?" Hiroshi's father replied. To Hiroshi's father, who looked disappointed, our adults suggested it would be better to search together. Some immediately made phone calls, and others went to inform the neighbors, making our house busy in no time. In the midst of this, my younger brother casually threw a word. "There was something like a kappa in the pond," he said. Everyone suddenly stopped their actions at his words. The adults looked at us with unusually serious faces. A kappa? Are you sure?" Hiroshi's father asked my brother with a serious expression. I explained on behalf of my brother. Actually, there was a strange child swimming in the pond. Short hair, round eyes. In an instant, the adults seemed to realize something, panic spreading among them like disturbing a hornet's nest, and chaos ensued. Apparently, the adults in the region had known about the unnamed water ghost for a long time, and they just realized that Hiroshi was taken by the creature. The fire department and the police came, and they searched for Hiroshi late into the night, but no clues were found, and the search was eventually called off that day. The next morning, as soon as the sun rose, the search resumed. Around 10 a.m., a child's body was discovered downstream, but it wasn't Hiroshi's body. It was a girl named Yuzuki who had gone missing in the village 10 years ago. Later, I heard that her body had decomposed and saponified to the point where it resembled a mummy. The water creature with the appearance of a child with short hair occasionally appeared in the pond, capturing the children it liked. And when a new child it liked appeared, it returned the previous one it had taken. After a few years, when I was in the 3rd year of middle school, Hiroshi's body was found. But the child after Hiroshi, Shigeru, who was taken, is still missing. No one knows when he will be found.